Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We have been following the Florida criminal traffic case out of Martin County, Florida, on the east coast of the state, styled as State of Florida versus Eldrick Tiger Woods. Mr. Woods is more commonly known by his nickname, Tiger Woods. He is a world-famous celebrity, a golf pro who does endorsements, and on the 31st of March 2026 in Martin County, he was arrested, booked, and was in jail, incarcerated until he bonded out with a surety bond. Later on March 31st, 2026, there's a criminal case that's open. And there have been certain filings on the court docket, including a prior note that went to the court from a citizen who appears to be out of California. It's docketed as correspondence, April 28th, 2026. It's an email from a gentleman identified as Ronnie Rush to Melanie Coons of the court system, subject Tiger Woods. It says here, "Hello, Melanie. I sent this to my contacts in the media." And then there's a quote here. "Tiger Woods has a rug problem. His driver's license should be revoked immediately. And if he is caught driving again, he goes to jail, as he is a danger to society. A judge may not accept that Tiger Woods says he has prescriptions, so it's not the same as street rugs. The judge will probably tell him he's lucky he did not unalive a family, a child, or a pregnant woman before he is told to do jail time." Signed, Ronnie, Oldies Radio. He's identified here as an on-air personality. Oldies Radio, writer, author, publisher out of Sacramento, California. There's a handwritten note in blue ink with the case number, April 28th, 2026. Judge read, copy to both sides, place in court file, and that's how the public has access to this document. Well, there's been a second, longer document placed in the court file from a citizen, dated May 4th, 2026, the date of filing. This is to Honorable Judge Darren Steele. He's presiding over the case. And there's copy to the state attorney and the assistant state attorney, and the subject, State of Florida versus Eldrick Tiger Woods, with the case number. There's also a similar handwriting on this as the one that we just went over. Same color ink, 5/4/26, Judge read, copy to state and defense, place in court file. So what does this say? My name is Wendy Todd. I am the owner of Florida Prison Consulting, LLC, and am connected with Federal Prison Consulting. I work with criminal justice matters, sentencing concerns, prison-related issues, and families affected by the justice system across the United States. Next paragraph. I am writing as a deeply concerned citizen of Martin County, Florida, regarding the pending criminal case against Eldrick Tiger Woods. This case is being watched far beyond Martin County because it raises one of the most important questions in American justice: whether a famous, wealthy, politically connected defendant will be treated the same as an ordinary citizen. According to public court reporting, Mr. Woods has been formally ordered to appear in Martin County Court in connection with misdemeanor charges stemming from a suspected DUI crash. Prosecutors have also sought prescription rug records, including fill dates, quantities, dosages, and warnings about driving while taking the meds. The pending charges and traffic-related offenses reportedly include the following, and then she goes on to page 2 And she cites 3 different statutes here: DUI, damage to property or person of another, and that's one of the items that Mr. Woods has been charged with, and then refusal to submit to breath or blood or urine testing, and that's the second that he has been charged with, and then a third that he has not been charged with, but she cites here careless driving. She continues, public reporting indicates there is also a careless driving matter connected to this incident. Careless driving involves operating a vehicle without the careful and prudent manner required to protect life, limb, and property. Florida's own crash data shows why DUI and impaired driving cases must be treated seriously. And then she provides some statistics from the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles. She goes on to allege this is not a paperwork offense, and it is not a celebrity embarrassment. Impaired driving is one of the most dangerous crimes in Florida roadways because the victims are often innocent members of the public who had no chance in the danger placed against them. And then she writes on the next page, Mr. Wood's known public history makes this case even more serious. She cites to a 2009 public crash near his Florida home, a 2017 DUI arrest in Palm Beach County, a 2017 reduced disposition and prior leniency regarding that 2017 case, 2017 public explanation involving meds. Then she cites to a 2021 California rollover crash, 2026 Martin County DUI-related crash, and related case. And the rest of this letter can be found on the docket. I've also published the first few pages on our Indie Zone YouTube channel. I have a link to it in the description to this podcast episode. So it appears here that there are now 2 items, correspondences from members of the public, one out of state, one not only in state, but right there in Martin County. It appears to be demanding no celebrity preferential treatment here, and that this is a serious offense and should be dealt with that way. Mr. Wood's next court appearance is June 2nd, 2026, before Judge Steele. We're going to continue to monitor this situation. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.